All right, next is Taurus, and I think I got Aries and Libra next, because I'm ready. Because this is, man, this could be a lot, man. I ain't gonna hold you. This is a lot. Puppies sleep so weird to me. They sleep like, I would think like that's uncomfortable. Destroy me, you couldn't kill me. Somebody here moving in a complete wrong fucking direction. And this is the first time the chariot came out in my readings this way. It's been coming out in a lot of readings, but it's coming out upright. So somebody is moving in the wrong fucking direction and got the wrong ideas about shit. Not the high priestess in the reverse. That's the first time she came out in the reverse too. Her and the boy that matches with her been coming out upright. The high priest and the high priestess, they both been coming out upright. Somebody here letting things get, okay. There's a song by an African artist, it's called In My Mind, and it's on right now. And so that's telling me that somebody is letting, there's some mental tricks in play with somebody, goddammit. And then the King of Swords is right here. Yeah, I can't. I'm just fucking kidding. Oh boy. And somebody here is not doing nothing about it either. They stand. Okay, give me a theme. Thank you. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Oh my God. Alright, this don't have nothing to do with me. Let's just put it up here. Let's just see what y'all say. With the Five of Swords here, somebody's sabotaging themselves. Okay, so somebody, Taurus, this could be you or something around you, but somebody here is sabotaging themselves. The Nine of Wands is next. Somebody could be sabotaging themselves, maybe because of exhaustion, maybe because of either exhaustion, tired, burnt out, or it could just be past wounds. Because this Ace of Wands in the reverse is burnt out energy to me. Okay. So somebody here could just, not be healing properly, maybe. This is where they are at right now. Okay. They want to move. They want to go towards a peaceful direction. They want to be, more peaceful in life and more mentally strong. But there's something that they're doing right now in this moment that if they don't get this shit together right away, they're going to stay here. Can you give me more with the Fool? Thank you. The Fool with the Empress. Okay. So this is telling me that somebody here is going to get their mind right. Okay. Somebody here is going to get their mind right. There's something about this where they're going to get their mind right and they're going to see that they were basically their own enemy. Okay. Because some people, they'll be their own enemy, but they won't see it. They won't know it. Okay. And in being their own enemy and not seeing it and not knowing it, they create their own wounds. And when they do that, it's almost like they're punishing themselves. But it's like they don't know it in a way. It's weird. That's why it's a mental thing. They're punishing themselves in a way where, like, they create their own wounds. And there's a level of intelligence about some of these people where they'll kind of know that they're causing the problem a little bit. Like, they'll get that little voice that's kind of telling them, like, nah, but for some reason they'll ignore it. And they'll tell themselves that they're right, but they won't be right. And it'll be hard for them to admit that. And that's where denial sets in. Okay? And in these brief seconds, in these brief moments, you always got a choice. You always got an opportunity to be like, you know what? You always got an opportunity to take that brain of yours, really think about it. You always got an opportunity to take that heart of yours, really feel it. You always got an opportunity to reflect and meditate and go, you know what? Maybe I could have did this, or maybe I could have did something different. But a lot of people don't do that. Okay. But somebody here looks like they're going to do that. Can you give me more with the Nine of Wands? Thank you. Yeah, the Emperor. So somebody here is being asked to take their own lead with themselves. Okay. Because there's two, like I said, the Queen of Wands is coming out in the reverse too with the Magician. Okay. And so somebody here is good at being a manipulator. And that's what they need to admit to themselves. Because that could be their downfall with the Ten of Swords. You see that here? So the Emperor came out with the Queen of Wands, the Magician, and the Ten of... The Emperor came out on his own, and then the Queen of Wands came out. And I clarified it with that. It was the Magician. The Queen of Wands came out in reverse, by the way. And I clarified it what the Magician and the Ten of Swords was right after. So this is telling me that somebody has a choice. And like I said, like I just said, in these brief moments and brief seconds, these choices can be made. And you got to choose. And like I said, it looks like somebody's going to make the right choice. But in this moment, in this present moment, they got to choose to be a leader or a manipulator, which is just going to lead to victim energy at some point if they were to choose wrong. And that right there is them betraying themselves. Because if they allowed, that's not what they're going to do. But if they allowed, okay, if they allowed something, because it's giving me entity energy, if they allowed something to get in their head and convince them that they didn't do nothing wrong, they were right, instead of actually looking at whatever it is that they did, whatever it is that they are tired of doing, whatever it is that they keep doing over and over again to put them in a loop, instead of standing up and taking control of themselves and look at themselves and go, you know what? Maybe I should have did it like this instead, or maybe I could have did this instead. That's where the Emperor comes in, because the Emperor, that's the leader. So that's the leader in you. So you have to take over your sovereignty and go, okay, this is how you protect you. By being truthful with yourself. By looking at yourself and going, what the hell did I do? How did I put myself in this predicament? What's going on? And when someone does that, okay, and they actually are honest with themselves, they're going to become balanced within their divine feminine and divine masculine, and things are going to start over for them. But the moment that somebody shows up in this manipulating energy, because somebody here really is a really good transmuter. Somebody here really could take a negative situation and turn it into positive, just like that. But see, remember, in another reading I said, dark entities like to play on people with gifts. And especially when you have when you are, for some reason, I'm wondering, what is this all about? But it seems that some people have rankings more than others. And I haven't quite figured it out yet why. But some people have other rankings other than others. And it seems that when you have certain types of rankings, you have other entities. I guess they say more money, more problems, more levels, more devils, or whatever. I guess you can equate that to that. And so whoever this is, you have a very tremendous gift of transmutation. And because you have this gift of transmutation that obviously can help the planet, you have entities that want to manipulate that. And so they want you to use it for evil. And this is, you did something today or really present, really recent, where you had a choice to take accountability for your actions, and you did. You were in the wrong and you took accountability. You have a part two, and you could have a frenemy because I hear this damn song in the background. But again, you took accountability for your actions, and you taking accountability for your actions will lead you in the right direction. Now, if you don't take accountability for your actions, you're going to betray yourself and you're not going to like the outcome. Because then what will happen is, if you don't take accountability for yourself, you'll convince your subconscious mind that what you did was okay, and you'll communicate that to your cells, and then you'll manifest another form of manipulation in your energy that then you're going to have to turn around and purify that. You're not going to get away with it. You have to purify it. Once you accept that in you, once you accept that you're okay with being a manipulator, now you got to go back and fix that shit. So that is why in the moments and the seconds that you are in these situations where you get that gut feeling that the shit you're doing right now is wrong, it's best for you to check it right there in that moment. Not walk away, act like you ain't hear shit. Because you got moments and seconds to always correct yourself. You got days, you got 24 hours, you got months, but the longer you allow things to manifest, the longer you put yourself in these places where you're going to be held back. So it's all on you. And you could have a frenemy. Tell me about this frenemy. Ones we can depend on. Somebody you're trying to juggle you. Whoever this frenemy is, there's somebody who they feel like they got in your energy enough where they feel like they can use you as a puppet or some shit. Can you clarify the Two of Pentacles? Yeah, they can get you to move how they want you to move. They can get you to jump high, how low, and you gonna come do it. And you gonna move fast too. You're gonna move a little too fast that it's going to hurt you. So you need to do some soul searching about it. It's right here. I can't make the shit up. Okay, somebody here feel like they juggling you and they gonna get you to move how low they could call you up and you could jump in your car or something, get you to ride and come and you're gonna come. There it is with the Eight of Wands. You're gonna move real fucking fast and you're gonna move right fucking fast right into this Five of Cups. And then you're gonna really want to go soul searching in. And the ancestors said that's the truth. And there's people working against you. But they say you should already fucking know about the devil. They said you should already know about the devil. That's what they saying. Period. And your dreams are blocked right now because there's something about you. What I just honestly feel that is this accountability that you need to take. Okay? This accountability, whether it's friends or it's a third party, it's some sort of interference going on here mentally that you need to, the best way to check it is to check yourself. Once you check yourself, then it's going to be clear. And then you're going to move on to this Empress energy and these new opportunities. But you ain't moving no damn where until you check this manipulation you got going on. Because it's really, in a positive light, it's transmutation. But see, something is trying to use you for darkness and have you stay there. Okay? And that's the problem. And you need to check it. Okay? All right.